Brethren, I pray you sing a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song.
Save that, hold that, because I'm gonna ask them. What's up, bro? What's the deal?
What's poppin'?
What's poppin', man? What y'all enjoying y'all day?
On me.
Who's speaking? So come talk to me, bro.
What you got going?
Nothing, man. We out here teaching the Bible, man. You believe in the Bible?
Of course.
Of course. All right, so what do you consider yourself to be?
Faithful believer of Jesus Christ.
Okay, all praises. Now get this man a hand. Give him a hand. Come on. Hey, so what I tell you, is faith just enough?
Of course.
It is?
All you need is, you know what I mean, faith.
Give me 14 and 12. Come on, I'm gonna show you how to
If you got faith, you know what I mean, you got God. So if you got God, you don't need nothing else.
Hey, that's a beautiful point, but I'm gonna show you what the Bible say. This is Revelation.
This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 12. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
So this written in the last book of the Bible. He said, here are the saints that keep the commandments and the faith, man. Give me that in James 2 and 26. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna read this other verse and I'm gonna show you my point. And we're gonna do it like that. James, every time I answer you, notice how I go to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You know, you go into church and you ask pastor a question, he starts spitting, you know, something that ain't, you know, that ain't in the Bible. So I'm gonna show you what the Bible say. 2 and 26. It's like not 2 and 26. Start 24. Yeah, we're gonna start. Wait, man, I just wait. Go ahead.
This is James chapter 2 and verse 24. Ye see then how that by works a man is justified and not by faith only.
Hey, he said a man is not justified by faith only, but by his works. So what is your works, man? You got to keep the commandments. They tell you all throughout the Bible, beginning to end, keep the commandments. That's how you actually build up your faith. How do you show your faith? That's a good question. How do you show your faith? Actions. So your works. So go back to listening. You know, somebody can say, I love you. You know, they can say that all day, every day. But if they doing something totally different, they stealing from you, lying to you, cheating on you, abusing you, doing all of that, do they really love you? They can't love you, man, because they showing you with their actions. That's why when they say actions speak louder than words, that's a real, I can get down with that. It makes sense, man. Ain't no way around it. So what we out here to do is to wake up our people and show them that they really got chosen people. So in the Bible, you won't see the term African American. That's not what the Most High called us. That's what the heathens called us. And when you really get down to it, African American, what does that really mean? Are we African and American? How can you have two genealogies like that? You come from one seed. You come from your father. So I'll ask you this: what's your father? Give me that in numbers. 1, 18. I mean, you can say that, but I mean, he's Lord. He's Lord. I mean, he ain't Lord of Lords, but he's Lord. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got the Most High, you got Jesus, and you got man. Yeah. But like, who is your earthly father, man? What was he? Was he Mexican? He black. So I'm gonna show you, because you know, in the Bible, man, you got to really deal with it, because the Bible is a history book, man. And you know, in the churches, they don't deal with the history part of the Bible. They strictly deal with the New Testament. They say that we in the new covenant. They say you ain't got to keep commandments. When they tell you all of that stuff in the New Testament, that ain't true, man. If we go through the New Testament, you'll see that we're not in the new covenant. If we go through the New Testament, it'll show you we got to keep commandments. If we go to the New Testament, hey man, it's still giving genealogies. It tell you who Jesus' dad was, and his dad, and his dad, and his dad, and his dad. It tell you that in Matthew 1. So we got to figure out where do we belong to? Where's our history before slavery? You know, that's questions we got to ask. Where are we supposed to be at right now? Is this really our land? Are we really African American? You got to really bethink yourselves, because it tell you in Jeremiah 17 and 4 that we will lose our heritage. We will lose everything about ourselves, man, when we go into captivity. And I can show you that too. But I'm gonna show you this real quick.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Bring that out.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees
Remember that word.
after their families by the house of their fathers.
So he said they declared their pedigrees. I'll tell you right now, a pedigree just means bloodline. You know what I'm saying? It just means a lineage, family tree, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So it tell you that they declared their family line, their pedigree, their bloodline by the house of their fathers. As you know, I could get into the whole spiel, man. You shoot life into your woman, right? And she bears that seed, but that seed came from you, right? So you are who your father is, to make it short. So knowing that, all of that mixed, you know, I'm black, I'm Irish, and I'm, Hispanic, and I got a little bit of Native in there. That's not biblical. That's kind of confusing. That's confusion. The Most High told you he don't deal with confusion. So I say all of this to come back to the first point. Who are you? What's your nationality? You're gonna come to find out that the so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans are the real Jews in the Bible. And we gonna show you that if you got time. I know you got your family. Yeah. All right. Hey, so look, give him a flyer, man. You can check us out. I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna be like, damn, that makes sense. What's that? Hold that, cause we gonna, but I want you to know, man, if you ain't never heard this, have you ever heard of the Israelites? Israelites. I just want you to remember that. Israelites. That's who we are, bro. So that's why we come out here week in, week out, and push this word, man. So type in with us, man. He gonna give you a flyer. Look us up on YouTube, man. I know you be in there. I know you be on YouTube. Just search it up one day, and you gonna be like, damn.
100. Appreciate y'all. Y'all doing the right thing.
For sure, man.
Already. Y'all take it slow, man. All right now. Like power. Right now. Come on, y'all.
Hey, man, the Israelites, man. We gotta wake up, man. Give me that Jeremiah 17:4, man. You gotta give Jake a little time to breathe, man. I threw a lot on him. Hey, it's a point where you gotta have patience too, man. Because you can be sitting here talking to them for an hour. If they ready to go, they ain't hearing none of that. So that's why I'm just like, all right, you gotta go. Give me Jeremiah. You there? Come on, bring that out, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
He said we would be discontinued from our heritage. So like you. Go ahead, read that.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
And that's the whole gist, man. Don't nobody even know that they're in captivity. That's how you know you're a good slave, when you don't know you're in captivity. You actually liking it. Can't wait for it. You wake up like, it's a good day. That's how you know. That's how you know Jake is destroyed, man. That's how you know our people is drunk, man. Just drunk, man.
The best slave is a slave that don't know you're a slave.
Say that again, man.
The best slave is a slave that don't know you're a slave.
The best slave is a slave that don't know he's a slave, man. That's crucial. Hey, give me it's Sirach 38. Sirach 38. I want Habakkuk 2 and 15. I want Habakkuk first, but I want to check this out. 38. And I want 24 in a second. Hold that though. Habakkuk 2 and 15, man. Hey man, so I be trying to give Jake, a little bit of time, man, because I don't know about y'all, man. When I first heard it, I was like, damn, that makes sense. But that don't happen with everybody, man. It take them like 5 times to hear it, and they like, that kind of makes sense now that you put it like that. And I heard it 3 different ways, this making sense. A lot of things, even now, somebody will break something down, I'm just like, that ain't hit my spirit yet. I sit on it, and the next thing you know, a month go by, and I'm like, okay, I see this precept over here, I can get down with that. That makes sense. You got 2 and 15. Yeah, that's what I want.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth down bottle to him and maketh him drunk.
Hey man, and that's what Esau do, man. Esau, they'll put the bottle to your mouth and make you drink, man. And what they make you drink ain't no actual drink. It's philosophies, doctrine, propaganda, you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of wicked spirits you ain't even know what's on you, man. They'll have you drunk, man. You would be a good slave and not even know it. And that's what, man, I get on that in a second, so like it, go ahead.
And maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
And that's what Esau do, man. He profane. He want to see you naked. He want to see you in sins, man. He want to see you drunken. He want to see you wasted. He want to see you in sin, man. That's what Esau is about. He's about sin, man. Anything he can do to get you out of the way, man. That's literally his job, man. You know, Esau wake up and trying to get you. That's the whole gist of his thing, man. That's the whole plan, man. That's their whole doctrine, sin. How can I get this man to fall? And I'm gonna be honest, man. These day-to-day Edomites, they don't really know what's going on. They don't know, but it's still in their spirit, man, to be sinful. But these higher ups, these elite white men that runs our society, man, that runs the world, they know what's going on, man. So that's why they push the things that they push. If it wasn't for them, hey, man, we'd have a righteous society, man. But that's all they about, man. That's all that they about. And man, I hate it here, man. I hate it here. I hate it. That's an insider. So like it. I hate it here though. I want to go home, man. This place is trash, man. And you know, this is why when I have kids, I don't want my kids to go to public schools. I want them to be home. I want them to be trained at home, man. To actually teach them who they are. To teach them what's really going on in the world, man. Once you really get into middle school and high school, bro, they not teaching you to be they literally teach you how to get by, man, how to be a slave, man. That's what they teach in schools, how to be a slave. Think about that. I don't know if it's a dude. I don't know what's going on, man. Here in America, man, I don't know what the hell is going on, man. I don't know, man. It's just all sorts of wickedness. Even if it is a girl, the hair that's shameful, man. Fuck you want cotton candy on your head for? What you looking at, Edomite? You want to talk? Look, don't get cut. Don't do it today. She can't even discern what I mean. I wish you would cut me. She's gonna get chopped already. Got cut already. Salakia, man. But man, it's a beautiful day. What's up, bro? What's up, man? You know about the Bible? I'm not talking to you. Oh my goodness. Edomites don't even get it, man.
Why you wait to walk away?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Edomites, man. Profane. They was raised in the church. Okay, raised to be a slave. Slavery 101. Hey, check this out though. What the hell? Got kids on your back? Got a backpack kid. Hey, why don't you watch your mouth talking to the prophet? You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Why don't you watch your? Hey, so I'm not a man. Don't get me started on the heathens, man. We're gonna deal with what was I talking about? I was talking about school, man. If you think about school, man, what is they really promoting in school? They not promoting you to actually be successful here in America, man. They actually pushing slavery, man. They want you to go to college, get a diploma, get another certificate that say, you know, I majored in this, I got this. Next thing you know, you $100,000 in debt. What the hell? And you working to pay off your debt for the rest of your life, man. Man, your degree, and then you come out of college thinking like, you know, man, I finally did it, and you can't even get a job. You back to square one and shit. We wasted 8 years and shit trying to be the next big thing. You know? And you know what Jake do? They go to college, they got all of these plans, and then what they he said entrance. Man, they go to college and then what they do? Drop out, still in debt. Man, you better off getting a trade or something, man. I'm gonna be honest, Israel. You know, some people, you know, you gotta really have things mapped out to actually make college, you know, work for you, man. Because college ain't for everybody. But in high school, they push that so heavy. It's like you doing something wrong if you don't go to college. If you don't go to school and get in debt, it's like you wrong. You know, he had so much potential. He should have just. That's what they push up there, man. That's what they push, man. Am I lying? That's what they push, man. Hey, let me get that though. Yeah.
Okay. This is Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure.
Hey, so the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, man. And you know, it's good to work, but that's why the Most High have a whole day every week for you to rest, man. You gotta have that balance, man. You gotta have balance. That's a necessity in this truth, man. You gotta find the balance between things. It's a thin line sometimes. So you gotta be able to identify that line. Hey man, don't teeter too much on each side. You gotta have that proportion. You know? Read that.
He that hath little business shall become wise. How can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow, and that glorieth in the gold, that driveth oxen, and is occupied in their labors, and whose talk is of bullocks?
Hey man, and you know, you got that man, even when they get off work, all they want to talk about is work. You know, they talk is in bullocks. You know, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do this. They still working even though they off the clock. You know. Hey man, so you gotta set some time apart literally to go study, man. Give me 1 Timothy 4:13, man. You gotta search out these things that's in the scriptures, man. Seeing that all these things is gonna be dissolved anyway, man. So the manner of man that you need to be is a man that has balance, man. A man that has, you know, wisdom. You know, everybody want to be smart and have a college education, but don't nobody got discernment. Don't nobody got that balance. Don't nobody got actual true wisdom of the Bible, man. Everybody want to deal with sorcery, man. Everybody want to deal with sin. Everybody want to deal with lust. Everybody want to deal with iniquity and wickedness, man. Don't nobody really want to get down with the truth. Don't nobody really want to hear that Yahushua black, that Jesus is black. Look, everybody, what? He's black? Yeah, he's black, you know. Hey, not only him, man, Yahweh, he black. He keep commandments, man. It's like if Jesus keep commandments, and y'all think that y'all can get free, y'all think y'all can escape that? Let the church tell you, they'll tell you that commandments is done away with. They'll tell you that all day, every day. I'm saved by the blood. They say, how, I don't get it, man. The church, you go to church and they'll say, look, you know, come up here and pray, and now you saved. That don't make sense. How are you saved? What are you saved from? You know? So it's a lot of questions we gotta ask, man, because a lot of things that the people teach, and a lot of things that's going around in the world, just, you know, you gotta question it, man. You gotta question it. You have to. What I tell you to grab? Salak. 1 Timothy 4:13. Khan. 4:13. Hello.